Do you ever feel like you start big goals with motivation and excitement, but then after a week or two, you fall off track and you're back to square one? It's a common problem. We all want to make big changes in our lives, but when it comes to actually following through, we struggle. Well, what if I told you that the secret to success lies not in drastic measures, but in tiny, consistent habits? What if I told you that small actions repeated over time can completely change your life? In this video, I am going to share with you the science of micro habits and how you can use them to achieve your biggest dreams. You know that feeling when you set out a New Year's resolution or start a new project with so much enthusiasm? But then life gets in the way and suddenly you're skipping workouts, eating takeout, and your to-do list is piling up. Don't worry, you're not alone. But what if there was a better way? What if the key to success lay in a different approach? One that didn't require massive willpower or perfect planning. You see, according to researchers at Duke University, about 40% of your daily actions are habits, not decisions. Your life is basically built by the small routines you repeat every single day. The good news is you don't need to change everything. You just need to start small. Here's where micro habits come in. Micro habits are tiny, almost laughably simple actions that you do consistently over time. They're so small that your brain can't say no. So what makes them so powerful? How can such a small action make a big difference? Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's just a small ball of snow, but as it rolls, it gathers more and more snow, getting bigger and bigger until it becomes a huge snowball. That's how micro habits work. They compound over time. For example, let's say you want to start exercising regularly. Instead of setting a goal to run a 5,000, start with one push-up. You can do that, right? Then after you do that one push-up, try for 2 and then 3. Oftentimes, just doing 1 will get you into a state of momentum that allows you to keep going. It is easier to keep pushing when you're already in a pushing mode versus starting from a complete stop. You see? Micro habits remove resistance by making it so easy that your brain can't say no. Once you start, momentum takes over, and small actions turn into big results. But it's not just about eliminating resistance. Micro habits also help you build momentum. Momentum is like the fuel that keeps you moving forward. And once you start moving, it's easier to keep going. Let's say you want to build a habit of reading more. It's hard to start reading a whole book every day, but it's easy to read 1 page. 1 page turns into 5, then a whole chapter, and pretty soon you're reading the entire book. Micro habits trick your brain into action by lowering the bar so far down that it's almost laughable. But that's exactly what makes them so effective. You trick your brain into taking action. The key to making micro habits work is to focus on consistency, not intensity. It is better to do one small thing every day than to do a big thing once and then never repeat it. Micro habits are like the seeds that you plant in the garden of your life. You don't see results immediately, but over time, the seeds grow and compound into something beautiful. It's like that old saying, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So how can you start building micro habits today? Here are 3 quick steps to get you started. First, anchor your habit to something you already do. This could be brushing your teeth, making coffee, or any other daily routine. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will floss 1 tooth. Second, make the habit so small that it's almost laughable. If it feels too hard, you're doing it wrong. And third, focus on doing the habit consistently every day. Don't worry about intensity or perfection. Just consistency! And remember, it's not about the size of the habit, but about the identity you're building. When you do 1 push-up, you're becoming the type of person who exercises. When you read 1 page, you become a reader. Over time, these tiny actions rewrite your identity, and that's what leads to lasting change. So here's your challenge. Pick 1 micro habit today. Just 1. Whether it's drinking a glass of water, writing 1 sentence, or doing 1 stretch, commit to it daily. In a month, you'll see not just progress, but proof that you can change. Big results aren't achieved by sporadic bursts of energy. They're built by small habits, repeated over time. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your life transform. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe for more simple strategies to make productivity and personal growth actually doable. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy micro-habiting.